Okay, I'm going to make an attempt to show you how I went about doing this. This was asked of me last night. I don't have enough time to do the whole thing because I only get 15 minutes here to record, but I can give you an idea how the process goes. This here was my original. This is what I ended up with. So what I ended up having to do is create the circle and create the paths. Now the easiest way I found to do this to get the words to fit is to actually come in here and draw a envelope, if you will. Okay, and it seemed to work pretty well. So let me show you how we did this. Like I said, I'm only going to do it for one word, but you'll get the idea. I have to have something to be able to follow so that I can make the curve letters the way they need to be. So I make myself a bucket, and that's what I'm doing here. Now I'm going to pull this piece out. I'm going to set this up here because I don't need it now. So we're going to take this and we're going to set it around so that the word is going to be fairly flat when we start. And I'm going to bring the word down here. Okay, I'm going to set it inside. I'm going to raise it up. I'm going to try and make it feel as best I can as it sits right now before I start manipulating it. Okay, so we've got this much done. Now I'm going to go down to, let me see where it went here. Path effects. You can find path effects up here under path effects. And this little thing over here opens up. So I'm going to hit the plus sign and you'll see nothing happens. And the reason being is we have to first take this text and go up to paths, object to path. And now when I click on this, it shows that I have some options to choose from. Bend, we'll get into at another point in time. I want to do what they call envelope deformation. Click on it, add it, and now it gives me 4 handles. So I'm going to start with the top bend path, and you see the line here turn green on top. It allows me to grab the font and to change its size, or distort it, if you will, somewhat. Okay, I'm done with that. Now I'm going to go down and choose what they call bottom bend path. And that's what happens here. It bends here in the bottom, and you can use the handles or you can grab the thing in the middle and you can twist it however you want it. And when it's all done, I'm going to go back to the selection tool, and then I'm going to go back up here to path, object to path again, because I want to get it out of the envelope deformation mode. And of course, once you change an object to path, you have to go in and ungroup it, which is what I've done. Now you see they're individual pieces. Now we've got to choose all these again. And I'm going to do that this way and see if I can't do it there. And then I'm going to go down to path and union. Okay. Now these are all together. We can edit it this way. But I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to back this up and I'm going to leave them separate for now. And I'm going to also choose all these and I'm going to make them white and give them an outline. Make them white. Give them an outline. And let's see. We're going to... let's say make it 4. Okay, that looks pretty good. All right, now if I double click on this, you see all these, let me zoom in a little bit, see all these nodes? We really don't want that many nodes, so I'm going to come up to path and simplify. And you see it got rid of a bunch of them. I'm going to do it one more time and see if that makes it even better. Well, I think that was about the same. Yeah, okay. Now, what we're going to do is we start grabbing them and moving things around to fit this red outline. Okay. We want to be inside it as much as possible. And, whoops. Sometimes if you grab the wrong piece and it goes all kinds of haywire, just hold down your control key and hit the letter Z as in Z, and it will undo that last process. Now I'm going to stretch things out a little bit here. You can grab a couple of nodes if you want, or you can grab a bunch of nodes, and if it's being too selective, you can go in and delete some nodes. And if you end up deleting too many, you can also always go up here and double click and put one back. Or if you don't like it, click on it to choose it and hit delete. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to make this where it will fill up this envelope piece. Okay, I'm fairly happy with that one. So we'll go to the next one, which is the O. We'll double click it. See all these nodes? Going up to Path, Simplify. A bunch of them disappeared. That's good. Now I'm going to start coming in here, and I'm going to start moving things around. I may even come down here and, let's see, lasso these and spread them out a little bit. Add a node here so I can bring that down here. I can grab this and I can fatten this up as well. I'm going to grab these two nodes, and you see, there's no right or wrong. There's no set way. You are just trying to make this fit all together as a kind of mod art, if you will. I'm going to move this over here a little bit. All right, I'm happy with that. Okay, we're going to choose more again. Path. Simplify. All right, that worked pretty well. Zoom out just a little bit. I'm going to grab that and hold down my shift key, and I'm going to grab those. Shift key still held down, and grab that. And I'm going to fatten this puppy up a little bit. All right, now I'm going to come over here on this side. I'm going to grab these and fatten these up. Now I'm going to stretch this up like so. We need to make this a little bit bigger. So we'll move it up there, and we'll do that. This. We need to move this down some. Grab this and move it down. So you see, there's really, there's whatever looks good to you is what's right. There is no right or wrong per se. You're just trying to fill up a space and still actually be able to read the word fairly well. This one here, I think what I'll do before I do anything else is I will go back to the select tool and grab, for example, this handle here and stretch him out. And I'm going to stretch him out. And I'm going to come back and I'm going to stretch him out. Okay. Now we're starting to make a little more sense here. So I'm going to bring him over here. And I'm just moving to the front these. Well, we'll leave you there for the moment. All right. We'll zoom back in a little bit. Double click. Go back to Path. Simplify. Good deal. Up here. Grab these. Just like I said, I'm just trying to fill in this area, not lose the integrity of the letter, so what the letter is, but to be able to stretch it out and make it. This is almost like graffiti art that you would see along the railroad tracks or in the ghettos, or I don't know how they even got ghettos anymore. I don't know. And we'll double click on that and Path to simplify. Okay, now I'm going to take this and I'm going to grab it, come up here. I'm going to move this here. I'm going to grab these two down here and I'm going to move them down. I'm going to grab this one, I'll move him over here and move him down here. I'm going to grab you, I'm going to make you bigger, I'm going to exaggerate you a little bit. You see, like I said, it's just whatever pleases you. I don't want that node there, so I'm going to delete it. And now I can grab this whole line and stretch it over here, and I can even stretch you up into here. All right, double click there, path, simplify. Okay, now go down here and grab these, move them down here. Again, it's just whatever you like and whatever makes you happy, that's what you do. This one's coming in here, and we're going to run him down here like this. We don't need that node there. All right. And we'll twist you around like so. Get rid of those, a couple in there. We don't need those. We'll fix you around like that. Okay. Now, we're going to send you to the back. This one's going to be up to the front. This one's going to be on top of it. This one's going to be on top of it. This one is on top of that. I'm going to stretch that a little bit more. And grab this one, and he's going on top of that. As you can see, we can kind of read it. Now, what I did last night to get the effect that I had, these outlines here, if I was to go into display mode, no outlines, you'll see they're not wide like you saw. They're just a line. So we have to go ahead and choose all these, and then go up to path, stroke to path. All right, now we do that. We come back up to view and look at it, and you see there's outlines around them now. Okay, we'll go back to normal. And I think I'm going to run out of time to do this here before we get to that point.